This is my Holy Bible, Shawn's Holy Bible, chapter 56, The Great Holy Laws of Good. Um, 56:1. Never kill life only because they annoy or bite you. Only a very important reason grants permission to cause death. It is not okay to kill insects. It is against holy law. I could see a tick killing a tick if it bites you, just not unnecessarily killing insects. It is not okay to drink cow's milk. I guess that includes cheese. It is not okay to eat meat. That's cruelty to animals, unnecessary, and the food industry lied, said it was making people big and strong, growing up big and strong, and it's not true. And the USDA is a fake government organization. Um, the FDA is real, but the USDA is not. It is not okay to eat food every day. Only eat on rare occasions when it is an absolute necessity. I mean, a little fruit and lettuce or some snacks a day. I mean, there's a way to take limes and lemons and fruit and boil them in oil and vinegar and sugar. You could add sugar if you want, and oil, vinegar, and boil them for a long time, and it turns into really good candy. Or fish oil, oil and vinegar, and you boil fish in the oil and vinegar, and raw fish, and you let it boil for 12 minutes. It fully cooks the fish. Not only do you have fish oil, but you have an extra good piece of fish. But only a little a day, because now in today's world, obesity is a really big problem, and aging. And the primary cause of that is overeating. That's the main leading cause of death in today's generations is overeating. Never do surgery on a male cat or dog to prevent them from having babies. Um, there's no surgery done on males. I mean, if it's very necessity, if you can on females, but not on males. Never touch a person if they say no. All you got to do is say no once, and you can't touch them. You can't keep asking. It's peer pressure. It's rape. It's wrong. Never look into the window of a stranger's home when you drive by. You got to respect privacy. Respect it when you drive by houses. Be curious about what's in their windows. Never go against the will of the gods in battle to save kids, because they're good gods and they're trying to help kids and looking out for the best interests. And any little thing you do wrong, or if you give a kid candy, you're gonna go to jail, because kids are not supposed to accept candy from strangers. I mean, even the things you buy in the store, just like taking candy from strangers. It's just kind of gotta stay into the primitive kind of like farm garden harvest, not all the weird chemicals and things we don't understand. If you can't know for absolute fact it's safe, if you're going like, oh, peanuts are good because they're delicious, they got protein, well, that's all baloney. That's not true. I mean, before Noah's flood, peanuts were growing little boys, and when Noah's flood came, the DNA got distorted, and then when they regrow, the boys' balls started going first, and they turned to peanuts. And don't eat them. Never teach students things they're not interested in or don't want to hear. Wait until the right time. If you're a teacher and the kid's not interested, change the topic. If they don't like math for their whole school life, if they don't like math, then change the topic. They're just going to be stupid at math. And don't never give a kid an F. That just means the teacher got an F. Oh, I don't know how to teach, so give the kid an F. No, the only F that's ever going to happen is the teacher's F. Kid gets an A plus in living life. Never offer someone something again when at first they refuse. If you're gonna offer someone a gift or a walk, and they refuse, don't offer it again. Never repeatedly buy food for a person who once said they didn't like it. If someone says that they don't like anchovies once, don't assume that they're going to change their mind and decide to like it the next day. They're not. Never take power over a government law or command unless you first provide proof that your way would cause less damage to innocents. Now, the laws are written for a reason, and if you try to overwrite the laws and screw with the system and change the laws, you have to first prove that there will be a better, more good outcome and not some sort of freak misfire or some sort of accidental corrupt logic that would happen because you decided to start playing with laws that Daniel Boone and Davy Crockett put there because they had the insight into them. It is okay to use acts of anger and frustration on the gods if you can prove the God is holding you down. Because, we can keep blaming things all our life, making excuses, making complaints. But bottom line is, complaining that you have a cut, saying, oh, making excuses, why am I bleeding, why am I hurt? Making just like, oh, that's the reason why, it was just so stupid. That's not going to heal your cut faster. I mean, complaining does nothing. It's useless. People don't like it. Gods don't like it. And it's bad for the heart. Making excuses like reasons why, crying like a baby, is not going to help any situation. The only thing that's going to help is something that's definitely going to work, because there's things that you can prove are going to happen in the future. The definite things that are for sure going to happen. And then most people live their whole life not knowing what's actually the truth. Like they're like, well, you're gonna go this way, or something bad's gonna happen when you do that. They don't know the truth. A lot of false prophets. It's called being a false prophet when there's a pattern you have to go by, and if you can't be absolutely sure that the event's gonna happen. Don't tell people that this could happen or someday this is going to happen, because that's a false prophecy, and you have to prove that it's going to happen, and you have to calculate all the patterns it's going to lead up to the future event before you start being afraid of it or predicting it. It's against the law. It's against the law to say something like, hypocrisy. It's when you preach something that you don't do. Like if you say something like I said, if you're telling people that not to eat all kinds of food because it's really bad and you really eat it, that's being a false prophet, and that's against the law. People could get stoned and hung on the cross for teaching something that they themselves don't do. It's against holy law, and people have been stoned to death for it. So careful with these laws. This is my Holy Bible, chapter 56. Hope you enjoyed. See you later. Hasta la vista. Sombrero fiesta soon. Judas Priest. Bye.